Okay, so continuing on the trend of moves I found in this game that I just want to cover really fast. Here we have Vegito, and this is something I did find that was actually pretty cool. I've actually been eyeballing this at the beginning of the game. It is Savage Counter. Savage Counter, it's actually exactly like Future Trunks is. I originally thought this move was unique to him until I realized that, oh wait, Vegito from Shin Budokai 1 had it, so I might as well just talk about this too. Savage Counter is really interesting. Budokai 3 and backwards did not have counter supers or counter death moves, I guess you could actually call them as. I could be wrong about that, but I do not believe there is offhand. I'm going to stick to that. Actually, now I think about it, counter supers weren't really introduced in the mainline series until Raging Blast, so this is very fascinating, but I'm getting off topic. So, Savage Counter. There's a specific reason why I didn't want to talk about this. Originally, it was because it was just a cool move, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Until I went into training mode, I started messing around with Vegito because there were some things that you can do with it. So first of all, what this move is it's a one bar counter super that will counter all melee hits. I'm pretty sure it'll counter all melee hits. Alright. Yeah, but I guess you'd be thrown out of it. It's just very tricky getting Subaru to actually fall for it, because energy attacks do. There we go. So if you manage to count, if the opponent hits you while you have it active with any sort of aura attacks, normal or heavy attacks, or aura smashes, or any of that shit, if they connect with any of it, I do not know if Dragon Fist qualifies, by the way. It will result in that knockdown sequence with the opponent falling to the ground and all that shit ensuing. This is hard to talk about or illustrate exactly what I want to do because I have had AI attacking me, and while I'm having to do that, I cannot have it set to automatically tech roll or do anything else. But there's a few reasons I did want to talk about this. For starters, there's this. It's a defensive option for when you get a knockdown. Now, defensive options for supers and DBZ games are very few and far between. Unless you're specifically talking about Raging Blast, but Budokai, I guess in this game you can use back energy attacks like Dragon Fist, or technically Super Dragon Fist, I think. No, regular Dragon Fist with Goku, because it has armor on it inherently. So if the opponent's coming in and it's gonna like hit you with anything, like the back knee attack I was talking about in a prior tutorial, it would have one hit of armor, so it would eat it, and then you'd be able to go right through it and continue. This is instead of being an attack, it's a dedicated counter move, like you saw there. It causes a knockdown, and until I see him fucking tech roll, I'm gonna say that this move cannot be tech rolled at all. So yeah, this is very fascinating because you can implement this into your offenses and do some interesting shit. It also forces your opponent to have to think about using their energy attacks. So like if they're being very defensive, let me lower my TV a bit. If they're being very defensive, if they're really trying to scope out your find holes in your offense or shit like that, you can just do this and force them to actually think about using energy attacks, you know? Because the only thing that'll beat this is an energy attack. If they hit you with any sort of melee attack, they're done. And let's not even talk about if you have Super Vegito up, because that'll just do even more damage. Let me just get in and do more, see how much damage it'll do. Go like to me. I guess that is a cool thing you do. I'll talk about that afterwards with the canceling of it. Yeah, they're at mid-range. AI is going to be very scared of it. There we go. And with Super Vegito on 765. So that's for 1 bar of energy for getting a guaranteed 700 or 3/4 of a health bar down, as well as what the hell is it? Getting an untechable knockdown. That's very cool. So there are some other things you can do with this that is very cool. So as you've probably known, because I've shown this off multiple times, you can cancel a good number of things in this game. Like, let me show you. Like, you can cancel heavy attacks, just like in Budokai 3. Unlike in Budokai 3, you can cancel your energy attacks, like that. Super attacks can also be canceled too. Of course, it doesn't get too crazy. You can't cancel like super attack or your ultimates or anything like that. That'd be cool, but no, you can't do that. Those are instant. You can't really do shit about that. So all these cancels do hold sway over this. And as you see, there is the only thing that can really knock you out is energy attacks. Of course, as you see me doing against Super Boo a few times, if you have the mental fortitude for it, like the reaction time, and you're able to see like a Kamehameha being charged and he's firing at you, you can just immediately cancel it. Like, what I recommend doing is actually hold the way you hold it. Actually, hang on a sec. Let me talk about this. If you just do it the once or just hold back circle, you do this. If you hold it, you'll stay longer and then it'll flash. The flash basically means that the animation is over and it's like reached its quote unquote full charge, but the charge doesn't really do anything. It just lets you extend it. The thing is, you cannot cancel it if you do it the one time. If you do hold circle down, you can cancel it. So it's very finicky like that. So of course, the reason why you do want to do this is because the way you do cancels in DBZ games, or at least in Budokai, not Tenkaichi exactly, involves the guard button. So when you hold the guard button, you guard, obviously, right? This of course is really cool because that means Vegito just gains access to his ridiculously strong mix-up based off his energy attacks alone. Based off it, you have to make you give the opponent another option for what they have to deal with you defensively. It basically makes them have to think about what the hell to do. So they can't just like run blindly with fucking physical attacks and just like do that, you know? And then if they, like something like this happens, you're gonna fucking murder them. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. That was awesome. Anyway. Other things you can do is if like they're blocking, you can do this, and they'll probably be tempted to retaliate. Normally mix-ups off of charge attacks involve like sidesteps, and waiting for a whipped move off a sidestep in order to get retaliation and all that shit. But with this, you're giving the opponent not just 2 options to defensively, you're giving them now 3, which is like actually you have a 1-3 chance of being able to get their correction answer now. And of course, something you could do is like hold it, and then that'll bait him into like throwing or doing like a rush attack or something, etc., etc. You know, this may sound like I'm ranting, but I guess that wasn't even guaranteed. I guess the best way I can do this is like just to show it. Reset position. Okay, so normally off of your cancels, let's down the guard actually. Your normal options are to either just guard. You can kind of like backdash, but I don't recommend it in this game. You're not gonna get a lot of ground. Oops, that wasn't it. You can sidestep because the opponent would probably retaliate with something. Or now, because of Vegito's counter, all these kind of apply to Trunks, but Vegito has a better option because it does more damage and it causes the better knockdown, in my opinion. Oh, cool! Transformations can be locked. I wouldn't know. I never use them. But yeah, this. Instead of just the normal mix-ups of if they do from the opponent's mind, if they're going to retaliate or keep going, you can keep holding block or sidestep yourself. If they throw, you can hit them out of it. If they're gonna sidestep, you can hold guard or throw because it'll attract them. This gives them a whole other dimension of what the hell they have to look out for. Also, he's about to like break. Okay, there we go. Yeah, by the way, your opponent cannot guard while they have their guard mirror gone. Very convenient. So yeah, you either have that, hold guard, keep going, or because unique to Vegito, you can do this, which is very cool. So yeah, I feel like this is very worth talking about because of the canceling system in the Budokai engine, this gives your opponent a whole other dimension of a whole actual layer of thinking they have to do on top of what they already have to deal with Vegito. Because I'm pretty sure punching will actually beat out throwing out an energy attack. In fact, I'm almost 1% confident of it. Yeah, no, that's definitely faster. At least twice as fast. But yeah, I just want to cover it really fast. This will probably give you guys something to think about if you're choosing Vegito. I highly recommend Vegito anyway because he's got like one of the best sidestep punchers in the game with fucking energy sword. I just don't know why this is the thing, but okay. And it's also just reaffirmation that you can just keep experimenting with your cancels over and over again, and you can find some really cool shit. Anyway, so I'm gonna go start actually recording Shin Budokai 2 now, so I can get this up to the channel and have fun. So yeah, peace.